Hello everyone, welcome back to Skyblock on the Just Add Bacon server. I've done some work since we completed the mob system. I was having issues with baby zombies running out and harassing me while I was building near the edge and other scary places, so I put these upside down stairs right here. They can't get out, and I can still open the chest. Also, put in these half slabs so that I can kill the stuff in. Ooh, that's not cool. Kill the stuff in here. I think they're getting out from these side paths. Mobs move while they're falling. I believe it's if they were moving when they fell, and you can glitch through half block spaces like this. You can also push non-hostile mobs like sheep through spaces like that, so I gotta fix that. I don't know if I like the half slab being on the bottom half so I can see them, or if I like it more like this. I think I'm going to put it all like this so that I can see them and stare at them as I smack them with my sword. Skeletons can shoot at you through this hole, but the arrow hits the top of the block, so I don't think they can actually hit you. And I've added these safety rails, which work out well. That skeleton popped out. If I didn't have safety rails, I probably would have fallen off the side of the island. And I don't really want to do that at all. So I did not know that they could sleep. I don't know where these mobs are coming from. I believe everything's lighted up except that new platform that I made underneath my house. So last episode I said that we needed to make a cactus farm, and I didn't know where I was going to put it, because it's the one that I'm going to make is going to be very large, probably pretty ugly, and is going to be in the way. I was thinking about putting it over here, but if it gets too large, it's going to collide with the mob system, and that will be a problem. Well, not really a problem, but it will be inconvenient because I will have to move either the giant cactus farm or the giant mob system. And I thought about putting it over here, but my house is kind of in the way and my bed is on the other side of that wall directly over here. So I decided to put it behind my house. You see my bed's right here. The way I want to make it is to where I can come over here, open a chest, and get my cactus out without having to go into the cactus farm. So I made it off the back door, nice little area. The only thing is, I realized, of course, after I built this entire platform, that the bottom of the farm would be right here. I could make it right up here, but then I had to move this door, and I could probably make a ladder or something to get up, like this little platform right here. Automatic doors. Greatest thing ever. Can't put pressure plates on the outside because then mobs can get in, and I want to stand on the other side of the door and laugh at them because they can't get in my house. Unless they spawn in here. I hope they will. I just need to just make the floor completely out of torches on the entire island. They would probably still find a way to spawn. Anywho, so I sold some stuff, sold a lot of stuff, did a couple challenges, bought some sand, and I got some cactus. So whenever you make a mob farm, or not a mob farm, a cactus farm, excuse me, cactus farm, the cactus needs 1 block of airspace all the way around. So you cannot put this, oops, you cannot put sand and then a cactus here or here with the sand. It has to be 1 block airspace. So you're going to put stone of your choice. I bought the polished andesite from the mart because it was cheap and I didn't want to stand there mining cobble for the rest of the day. I've got quite a bit. Okay, so this will be a water stream cactus farm. So after it, and it will be completely automatic as well. So the water streams will probably be on this side. I'll push the cactus to the middle. So you'll want a block of your choice, another block. Break the block, the first one that you placed. Put sand. I need jump boost. And then put your cactus. That way when you place the water and have all of it set up, when this cactus grows, it will come into contact with another block next to it, update, break, and then fall down here. Hopefully, not on top of my house, but I'll make the wall bigger. It will break, fall in the water, and the water will push it to the middle. So I'm going to make that and then join you guys in a bit and show you what it looks like. Alright, we're back, and I decided to move it up just because I'd like to have a chest right here where I can access my cactus without needing to go underneath it or something like that. So I decided to show you what the easiest way that I've found to do this instead of making an entire platform sand cactus. Just do it in steps. So I've got all my posts, I guess you could call them. Later on I'll remove this first block that connects the what would be a floating block to the actual platform so that the water can flow underneath. Tasty bread. And I had to move this 1 block this way because I would have had an extra spot where I couldn't put anything, and I want it to be as efficient as possible. And I had to move it 1 block this way as well because the wall was right here, and yeah, that bothered me a little bit. So I got my last 3. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned it, but in Skyblock, wow, okay, so that's where the mobs are coming from. They are spawning up there and falling off and trying to kill me. Great. In Skyblock, you have a maximum island maximum space where your island can be. Now, if you look at lower left-hand corner where in the chat, if I move over this way, it says you're leaving Azure's island. That's because this is the very edge of my island. When I was making the first wall, I tried to expand out, I think another 4 blocks this way. I made it 1. It said I cannot place a block here. Like that. Hey, sorry, but you can't place that block here. And I fell through it. Luckily, I was able to type /spawn really quickly and not die. Yes, that may be sort of cheaty, but I had a lot of stuff on me. I got some gold leggings and gold helmet from a skeleton wearing all gold armor, and then I made some iron boots and some iron chest plate, so I'm all sorts of happy looking now. My tongue is on my neck. That's great. Oh well. So next up, we will be adding sand all around, and then after that, cactus. And of course this, since there is an air block in between these two, see if I put like a block here, both of them will break. And that is a mechanic that we'll be using to make this an automatic farm. It's very easy, no redstone required. Pretty much when this grows up one, it grows and then it checks blocks around it to make sure that there is a one block of airspace. If there is, it stays there. If there is not, it will break. So for example, it grows. Now if there is this block here, it will break. So now, whenever either this cactus right here or this one right here, it grows and then it detects that there's a block next to it, and then it will break. And of course you can put another block of sand on top of this block right here, and then another cactus, and expand it all the way up to 255, I think is the height limit. And if, in case you don't know, sand is affected by gravity, so if I were to break this block here, it would fall down. So that's why you need a block that is not affected by gravity underneath the sand. As far as I'm aware, the only two blocks that are affected by gravity are sand and gravel. But any other block can be floating. Alright, well I'll go ahead and get this all nice and shiny and show you what the finished product looks like. Alright, so now we're back. That took literally 3 minutes to place all of that. So the next thing we need to do is break all of these bottom blocks that connect the floating portion to the platform. Alright, so we're back. I have finished the entire thing. We've got quite a bit of cactus. So, here it is. Cactus grows, it breaks, kind of like that was. That one over there did. Then it falls down here into the water. The water pushes it very slowly over here. And the signs stop the water from going down. I believe signs are considered a partial block, so the water can't, or the signs take up the whole block, as you can see like that. They take up the whole block even though they don't actually take up the whole block. So the water flows over, it stops right here, and like I said, the cactus falls down here, falls down into this stream here, which is very slow moving. The only reason that it goes down one block here is because water only flows 7 blocks. After that it stops. I think if there was a block here, it would stop right here, I think it was. And so that just makes it flow for longer. And then it passes over these hoppers, which are connected to this chest. Now, as you can see here, it doesn't happen very often, but one of these will break and come off of the far side and then fall right here on top of this chest. And then the water pushes it out over this block right here. Now, I could fix that. I'm not really worried about it all that much, because there isn't that much that's going to fall right here in these two spaces, as opposed to the rest of it. The only reason that doesn't mean, you could put the chest right here where this hopper is and this block is, and take out this block, or excuse me, this one, and put hoppers here, or just take out that first line of 3 hoppers and leave it solid blocks. The only reason I didn't do that was because I like this wall. It's nice. I was thinking about putting a door here, so it would be kind of like an access shaft, but decided against it since I have this ladder right here. I can get up here and add to it if I want. Oh, and sometimes, you can see there in the distance, the cactus will break and sit on top of these blocks and not go anywhere and despawn. There's really no fix for that unless you have another set of cactus on top of that. And of course you can do things to make this faster. In a second I will cut to my main account's island, my main account's cactus farm. It has, I can't remember if I changed it or not, but it has ice all the way across where the water is. There is ice, and there's ice right here. I did have hoppers across the entire thing, but I realized that blocks traveling in water over ice was quicker than hopper travel. The only reason I would really recommend hoppers instead of water is if you have either no room for multiple chests to store your cactus, or if your farm is absolutely extremely massive, like from y equals 1 to y equals 255, and it was loaded the entire time, or loaded for a very long time, then your cactus wouldn't despawn. But unless you you know, as long as you have one that's not 254 blocks high, you shouldn't have to worry about it all that much. Okay, so this is my mains island. Yes, I do have a warp. It brings you right here. And hi. Okay. So I have a running, jumping tiger on my island. I think he's had way too much sugar today. So there's that, and he looks hungry. Okay, so this is my cactus farm. I'm gonna go to the top. It's all nice and colorful. I'm going to almost kill myself. So yeah, this one is pretty huge. It goes all the way up to 255, but it starts at, where does it start at? It starts at approximately 161, 162. I forgot I left that in there. Whoops. I will have to take that out. Okay, so same setup, different materials. Strange emerald block in here. There is ice on all of these things, and you see how fast that cactus flies through. I'm not talking about the speed that it's dropping, I'm talking about the speed that it's moving. So yeah, it's moving pretty fast. So that's one way to make it move a lot faster. Setup on this one is exactly the same, despite the fact that it looks different. It's just double the size, so there's double the amount of stuff. However, on this one I have the ice here, pushes the water pushes the cactus over the ice. It goes down one block, same as the other one, except I have 4 hoppers right here. And then I also have another side, because I can't make the water go all the way across on 2 streams. If I descend here, there are the 4 hoppers that go into a double chest, which drops into another double chest. On the right hand side, my balance is 246,000. That is solely because of this thing right here. I make quite a bit of money off of Cactus. And I was able to do that right there, by purchasing emerald ore and then mining it with a Fortune 3 pick. So that's the end of the cactus farm. I may increase the number of levels. In case you're wondering, this one right there, cactus farm, get 2 cactus per second, I think. Not 100% sure on that. It's probably higher, just based off of what you saw dropping when I was in it. It's 30 levels. There's 72 cactus per level, which gives me a total of 2,160 cactus. Well, thank you guys for watching this very long video. Hopefully it won't be too long. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful evening.